Hi everyone, welcome to a new video lesson. So this video lesson is in place of the synchronic class that we were supposed to have on Monday, okay? Because of the holiday, we didn't have any classes, but this is still something that you can do on your own. You're gonna need your language logs and your notebooks. And what we're gonna be working on today is in preparation for this week's evidence. So it's super important that you take the time to do this with me today. Okay, so get your materials ready. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. I'm gonna show you my digital language log and my digital notebook. Okay, so first let's open our language logs. There we go. It is topic 3 and we are doing the writing part. It is page 51 for you. And there we go. If you're gonna also use your digital part, it's in the green section, writing for a specific audience. Super. So let's go over the instructions and the preview of this page together, and then we'll do the notebook activity. Okay, so first of all, take a look at the images. What do you think each of the icons represents? Right, so you see a little, probably a camp there, lots of trees, and the other one you see someone writing something. The other one you see something related to soccer, and finally a computer. Okay, so imagine that you are a person that loves to do one of these activities, okay, either being outside, writing, playing soccer, or typing things in the computer. Based on that, where do you think you could go to get better at those things that you love? So let's say you really love soccer. What could you do to get really, really good at it or get much better in it? Okay, maybe there's lots of different ideas that you could share. But in this case, the book is telling us that you could probably go to a camp, a program, or an institution dedicated to improving those sort of skills. So for example, let's read what it says for nature camp, okay? Is your goal to have adventures outdoors? Hike, fish, camp, and canoe with us. Okay, that's a nature camp. That's probably, this is like an advertisement to get you to go to that camp. Okay, let's read the writing camp. Is your goal to be a writer? Learn to improve your stories and poems here. Okay, they're advertising you this writing camp. Soccer camp. Achieve your soccer goals with our expert coaches and daily training. Okay, imagine how good you could get if every day you were training for, let's say, 5 hours a day or 8 hours, right? You would improve a lot. Computer camp. Is your goal to be a coder? A coder is a person that does programming, like the sort of things I think you're doing in technology, or maybe you will start doing soon. Learn to design websites, apps, and more. Okay, so these are just 4 examples of possible goals that you could have. What we're going to be practicing this week, as you might have seen in the introduction video, is writing an application for a specific audience. So you need to imagine that you want to go to any sort of camp or program. It doesn't have to be the ones that the book tells you. Okay, it could be like ballet camp or piano camp or astrophysics program in a university. Okay, it's up to you, but think about one goal that you have and which type of course or program or camp could help you achieve that. And here you have an example that the book is giving you. This is just one little part of this kid's application essay. Okay, an essay usually has about 3 paragraphs minimum, up to 5, could be even more. Okay, just in case that you think, oh, it's so small. No, it's just a little example. So it says, read and underline the student's goal. So please take out a highlighter or a marker that you would like to use to highlight the goal when we're reading this. And you can read with me, right? So it says, why do you want to go to writing camp? I've always wanted to become a writer. Writing camp will help me achieve my goal to publish a story in a children's magazine. I've already taken 2 steps towards this goal. First, I've read a lot of books and taken notes about what makes a good story. I've taken notes on 30 books already. Second, I've written several stories already. I've asked my friends to read them and help me improve them. At writing camp, I'll learn more ways to improve my stories. I haven't seen my stories in a magazine yet, but I'm working towards my goal. So what is this kid's goal? Okay, there's two goals, one that's a shorter term goal and a longer term goal. In the first sentence, which one is it? Is it a long-term goal or a short-term goal? A long-term goal, right? To become a writer. And how about at the end, the last sentence gives you a short-term goal. What is it? Right? To see their stories published in a magazine. Okay, that's the short-term goal. Super. So this is just a little example of what you're going to have to do. Okay, but it doesn't have to be related to writing camp. It could be to any type of camp or program that you think will help you achieve one of your personal goals. And in order to do that, I hope that you highlighted that. I'm going to show you my digital notebook. So you should open your notebooks as well. Leave your language logs open. One second, please. Super. So this is basically what you should have in your notebook. Put the date, Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020, and the title is Writing for a Specific Audience. Okay, after you put the title, remember if I'm going too fast for you in the video, you can pause it, do your work, and then you continue with me. So it's my application essay, that's like the subtitle, and you have one brainstorm. Okay, so I'm going to help you go through the brainstorm process to plan what are you going to write about. And you need a little chart like this one. Okay, try to be organized with it to create a mind map that you can later understand and it can help you achieve your essay. Okay, so the first one is, what goal do I have? And in this box, in your notebook, the box that you drew, you write one of the many goals that you could have. Just choose one. Okay, it could be to become a better artist. That's just one example for me. You could put whatever goal you have here. Could be one of the ones that we talked about before or a new one. And then you think about, based on that goal, what camp, program, or institution could help me achieve that goal. So if I'm, in my example, if I'm talking about being an artist, I think maybe art school or art lessons or art camp would help me achieve that goal. You don't have to copy what's in black in the white boxes. This is your own answer. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. The other one, why do I want to go there? So this is referring to the last box, to art school. Why do I want to go to art school? Could have another specific goal, right? To create a masterpiece painting, or to learn watercolors, or as in the story of the book, is to publish a story in a magazine. Okay, so it's a goal related to your main goal, but it could be specifically talking about why you want to go to this particular camp or institution. All right, or it could be to meet other people like me, right? In any of the camps that you go to, you could meet people that have the same interests or the same goals. And what are some of the steps I've already taken towards my goal? So I've already practiced painting a lot, and maybe I've already bought lots of art supplies. Those could be two things that I have done to get closer to my goal. Okay, so this is something that you should have completed in your notebooks. Okay, so you can pause this video and do it right now. I'm going to leave it blank so you know, oops, that this is something that you need to write down according to your own interests. Okay, this is what are you going to write about in your essay, right? So after you do that brainstorming session, you're going to create your draft. Okay, remember what is a draft? Right? It's like the not so perfect version of what you're going to present. And here you have the requirements for your essay. So minimum you have to write 200 words. Please separate your work in sentences in paragraphs. Could be 2, 3, or 4 paragraphs, up to you. but don't give me just one paragraph. Don't give me one big sausage of words. Okay, it has to be separated and organized. You should have an introduction, a body, a conclusion. Okay. Think about specific audience. So who are you writing for? If you are applying, let's say, to computer camp, maybe the director of the computer camp will be reading your work. So you need to consider, who is your audience? How will you talk to your audience? Because it's different talking to, let's say, a kid that is 4 years old, that has very little vocabulary. You need to talk really simply and use nice words and gestures, right? As if you were talking instead to, let's say, Profe Reque or the director of the camp. You have to be more formal, more specific about what your goals are. Okay, really explain things, because this person doesn't know you, doesn't know your life, doesn't know your education, your interests. So you have to write in a really detailed way. Okay, and you should include, as I said, some biographical information like your birth date, your birthplace, your education, your goal, why are you interested in attending, and why should they pick you over another candidate. All of these requirements should be in your draft, and here you're gonna blah, 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 blah. Of course, not like that. You write your 200 words, okay? Just so you know, if you're using Word to know whether it's 200 words or not, you can highlight the number of words, and below on the left corner, it should tell you how many words are highlighted. Okay, in total, I've written this many words, but it's not telling me right now exactly how many words that's probably like 50 words at the most. Oh, yeah, 52. You saw that? Took a minute to load right there. 52 words. Okay, you just need to get 200 minimum. Of course, you can write more. And finally, after you have written your work, please go back and read it again, revise it. And of course, try to correct mistakes. I've written this wrong on purpose to show you how to correct mistakes on Word. You will go over to the Word, you press the right hand button of your mouse, okay, or even of your laptop is the right side button, and it will display this menu to correct words, and you choose which one is the right one. Another option that you can do is you go to Review in your Word platform, you go to Spelling and Grammar, this little symbol with a check mark, and here it will tell you some words you can either ignore or change the word. If you put ignore, it means it's correct. Okay, but in this case, Moodle, yep, change, because it has. Okay, I just wanted to show you that part. To make sure that your spelling and grammar is as good as that can get. If possible, if there's someone in your home that speaks English and can help you review your essay, please ask them to look over it, help you correct any mistakes. If you want to send it to me as well to help you correct the mistakes before you submit the evidence, you can also do that, but that would have to be before Friday. Okay, and you should submit your work finally, either a picture of it or the Word document if you're doing a digital version, into Moodle this week. So before Monday next week. Okay, try and finish on Friday. I think that would be an excellent idea, so you have more time to rest in the weekend and do other things. Okay, thank you so much for doing today's lesson with me. I will see you in your synchronic class. Bye.